Hi guys, Ben here with your weekly fishing report. So this week we're getting good things again. That water's cooling off. Guys are having a lot of luck again, fishing jigs and minnows, jigs and plastics, catching more of their eating sized fish doing that. And then there's been a good big fish bite, lindy rigging with some bigger minnows, suckers and creek chubs and red tails and stuff like that. So in terms of areas where people are catching more of their eaters, for good stuff from like north end of Sucker Bay, Portage Bay, again in that in Walker Bay, in like the Sand Point, Cedar Point, Mounds, north end of Walker Bay area. It's been a good area as well for catching more of your eater-sized fish. For Walker Bay, the Cedar Point area, the Sand Point, and then going up along Mounds, all up along there in the weeds. That's been the most productive in terms of catching eater-sized fish, walleyes, of course, and then mixing in some perch as well in those areas. In terms of on the main lake, the north end of Sucker Bay, the duck points, and then same thing up in Portage. The north end of those two bays have been really productive for catching numbers of fish. Right, in terms of big fish and doing again like lindy rigging and stuff like that, these humps in Walker Bay have been more productive. Your steep breaks, so this steep break off of Cedar Point's been more productive for catching some bigger fish, but that is more of a time frame that lasts kind of half hour of the day, unless you really got a lot of wind pouring into that point. That's been the most productive in terms of catching some bigger sized fish. Again, those people are lindy rigging, pulling red tails or creek chubs or bigger sucker minnows, and then drifting over those humps and on those steep breaks and catching those bigger fish. So that's really about it. We've heard that there's ducks in the area, really good duck hunting opportunities as well. And then guys are trolling for muskies, seems like, and using sucker rigs when they're not trolling for them, if they're still casting and stuff like that. In terms of areas where they're catching fish, seeing fish, the main lake has been most productive. Same thing up in Portage Bay. That's been an area where they've had some luck doing that, but a lot of those guys are open water trolling right now. So that's about it. Looking forward to seeing you.